Hi traders, it's Chris here, head coach at thetradingmentors.com. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend and a very happy new year for 2024. Just a quick look at the news for next week, heading into next week from January the 2nd. There's not much going on January the 2nd. Wednesday, there's jobs openings at 3 p.m. So we'll have a look at that for members on Wednesday. Thursday, not much happening there. Unemployment claims as usual on a Thursday afternoon, 1:30 GMT. And of course the big one is non-farm payroll on Friday at 1:30. Will we be ready for members to actually get into the markets and see what's going on? We can expect low volumes, I think, starting out especially on Tuesday. But we'll have to play it by ear in terms of direction. Let's have a look at the market analysis for next week. So moving on to the markets, and the DXY in particular gives us the direction in terms of the US dollar, doesn't it? And we can see that we have continued weakness in the US dollar, and therefore that gives us great trading opportunities coming up in the next few weeks or next week. So have a look at the watch list. I have a watch list here on the right, and for those who are new to my YouTube channel, you're very warm welcome. And so the red flags indicate a strong downward parabolic trend, and the green flags indicate a very strong parabolic trend upwards. And I've highlighted these as we go down these. I can show you these, and there's many trading opportunities coming up. So it's going to be a very exciting start to 2024, and don't miss this opportunity to take advantage of the charts as we go through. Now these are the advanced pro charts, and they're named that way because you don't need to be an advanced pro to use them. The downtrend, for instance, is all red. So whenever we see everything red, that is a sell. And when we see everything green, that is a buy. Very, very simple, very straightforward. You don't need to do any more analysis than that. You can just simply buy and sell. So as we can see with the DXY, continued weakness is likely down to 99.90 as long as the market structure holds below the 50 EMA. Now, this is perfection. Now, this is what you're looking for in terms of analysis. So when this stochastic moves into overbought conditions, this indicates that the price is getting ready to fall as long as it holds on to market structure. And this is a very high value area. And this is where we go to our price action charts every day, where we look for high liquidity to actually get into the trade before it actually moves down to maximize the profits. So look out for that as I do the analysis, because these are the ones that are red hot and getting ready to buy or sell. In terms of the DXY, we are expecting further downside momentum to head for 99.90. Onto the yen futures, and the yen futures, we don't trade this, we don't trade the DXY. They just give us an indication of where the dollar is going, and in this case where the yen is going and which ones to trade in what direction. So we can see here, this is a very nice pullback called a swing low, and we're looking for this over and over again, looking for the market structure to remain intact above the 50 EMA, and so further upward momentum is highly likely in the coming weeks. This gives us the opportunity to sell the yen pairs as they go parabolic to the downside. Now there's no yen pairs that are parabolic yet, so they're not tradable in these conditions yet, but it could be very soon in the next few days, so look out for that. That'd be red hot for members, and I'll keep you posted every day if you're a VIP member. So a nice swing low down here, so heading higher, and our target is 77.42. The Swiss franc futures gives us an indication as to which direction the Swiss pairs are going. All these down here, the Euro Swiss, the Canadian Swiss, Pound Swiss, etc. They're all parabolic to the downside. So that gives us fantastic trading opportunities in the next few days. And what I'll do for VIP members is I post the chart analysis every day, and I do a daily video analysis in the afternoon during the New York session to remind people what you should be looking for. And I also give you a trading outlook as well, which gives you a trading opportunity. If you want the exact signals to which I'm trading myself, then that is an upgrade. So this is the Swiss franc futures. As we can see, this is a lovely pullback here, what we call a swing low. And whenever you see this with the market structure and price action moving up, then that is your opportunity to buy into the Swiss franc futures. In other words, the correlation is that the Swiss pairs will be moving down. Onto the indices, and what a rally we've had in the last few weeks of 2023. Congratulations, members who've been trading. I know you have, and you've made a lot of money. Let's have a look at the Aussie 200. I've looked at the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, and the Hang Seng, but they are not parabolic in either direction now. They've done a rally, but that's finished. The ones that are green are still rallying and still moving up, the S&P 500, the UK FTSE 100. But have a look at the Aussie 200 and see where you could have bought it and where you could be now. So here's the Advanced Pro charts. The Advanced Pro charts tells you when to buy. A beautiful swing low there. An opportunity to buy and a buy signal here with market structure to the upside above the 50 EMA. That's exactly what you're looking for. So look out for that during your trading week. And if you're a VIP member, I will actually post these opportunities to you once I spot them and during the DVA in the afternoon. So a nice swing low here on the Aussie 200. There's a buying opportunity here. And of course, you would still be in it. There's two ways to trade these Advanced Pro charts. And one way is simply to trade the change of character here above the 50 EMA. Just hold it. Just move your stop along the way here, which takes literally a couple of minutes a day. Move your stop there and until you're stopped out to maximize that move. So let's have a look at this as a number. So 7075 goes up to so it's about 600 points there. So it's a nice move and very simple and very straightforward. So if you're working, for instance, then it's a good idea to just pop in for a few minutes, move your stop here as the rally continues. We do expect this to continue. It has hit our target of 7378 and 7154. We have a new target of 7624. Not quite there yet, but nonetheless it is moving up. UK FTSE 100, very similar situation. We have a parabolic trend indicated by the color of the chart, indicated by a lovely swing low down here with market structure to the upside and a parabolic trend. This chart on the left, the daily chart, indicates that all the buyers are in, and that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for your chart to be going green across the board above the 50 EMA, and the price moves up. We do have a target of 7869 for this week. Congratulations, members, on the S&P 500. Fantastic move and continues upwards. Hit our target of 4539 and heading for our new target of 4829 in probably next week now. So as we can see, it's very, very simple to use. The charts are very simple, called the Advanced Pro charts, and you can do them two ways. You can simply trade the change of character to the upside and then just hold and hold and hold and hold and keep holding and then lock in your profits along the way, minimizing the risk. The alternative way, of course, is for wait for the swing lows. The swing lows means you're buying cheap, and therefore this is a very high liquidity area where the volumes are starting to move up. So this is where you're going to put your trade. You're going to put your stop just below that, and then you're going to have a fantastic risk to reward. And don't be surprised how much profits you make using the price action charts as well, because we use those to get into the position with very tight stop, and our stops are often 30 pips, with a 200 or 300 pip target, so don't be surprised at that. Silver is also parabolic. No, it's no longer parabolic, sorry, that's going to be switched off. It was parabolic, now it's changed. So this is a great example of when to not trade. So as we can see on the left, it's okay knowing when not to trade, but you can see we've got some sellers lining up here. It's still above the 50 EMA, but nonetheless we do have a change of character here. So this is no longer tradable, and that's really important. Recognizing that will make a big difference to your performance. On to gold, good old gold. We have a fantastic pullback, as mentioned by a few people in the VIP room, and I know a lot of you are getting ready for this. I've been analyzing this, well, I analyze it every day, but I've been off for a week or two during the Christmas period, so this is looking red hot. All the buyers are in on the daily, on your advanced pro charts, above the 50 EMA, and we have a really good pullback here. So we could see a fresh trade on Tuesday as this price breaks to the upside. We are looking for this price to go to 21.42. Big move coming. So on to Forex analysis. So if you're a Forex trader, oil trader, gold trader, this is how we work all the time. And once you get used to using these charts, you won't look anywhere else. They are the world's best charts to use. I've been trading for over 30 years. I would not change these under any circumstance because they work so consistently well. And if you're looking for improved performance to become a better trader, then you need to get the advanced pro charts. Very simple, very straightforward, but you get free coaching with that as well. So euro dollar to the upside, continued upside is likely as it's broken this resistance area here, and we've got a fantastic pullback here called a swing low. So this area here, let me enlarge this for you. This area here indicates high liquidity area. Now, a high liquidity area is something that you should be aware of. So as it moves down to this support area, the buyers will be getting ready, the institutions, the big dogs. So we're looking for a very high liquidity area. So as an example, we will be looking to get into this. If you're not in it already as a member, then we will look at this to go to 11200, which is the next target. Let me put that on there. 1120. Now we're going to have a relatively tight stop on this. We might have a 30 pip stop with a couple of 100 pip target. This is high value. So if you're actually risking 2% of your account, if you're running a funded account or whatever, then you're looking at gaining something like 15 or even 20% return. Massive profits on these systems. And of course, as for members, I go in a bit deeper than this. I go into the price action charts, the advanced plus charts, which gives you the actual liquidity values, where to get in and where to get out. The pound, lots of lines on the left. Sorry about that, but that's the analysis we do every day. And pound USD, buyers are all in parabolic. And the interesting thing about this is if you don't understand correlation, the DXY is very, very weak, which indicates weaker dollar, which indicates pound US dollar to the upside, euro dollar to the upside, US Swiss to the downside, and so on. So there's great trading opportunities coming. Please don't miss them. If you're not making money in these market conditions, you should not be trading, or you're using the wrong charts completely. So the pound USD to the upside, we have a lovely swing low into a high liquidity area. So we will be looking to get into this probably on Tuesday once we've got the markets open. And this is heading for 131, another big move coming. US Swiss, is it still parabolic to the downside? You tell me. Certainly is. And as we can see, the market structure is to the downside. Price action is to the downside. I haven't got a target on there, so let's just have a look at this. This is broken this area here, so we have to go back even further. So this is in free flow now. So this is going down and down and down. So one thing you can do, of course, is you can just simply trail this all the way until it decides it doesn't want to go down anymore. One thing which is interesting, as per the euro dollar and the pound dollar, is that we do have a lovely swing high here. Whenever we see a swing high, that is the opportunity to get into a very high value trade. Often 5 to 1, often 8 to 1, something like that. So continue downtrend. Look out for that on Tuesday, and I'll let you know when it's ready. US yen, if you're in it, fantastic. We've had several trades on this in the last few weeks heading into Christmas, and if you're still holding on, our target's 138.80, which is a previous low from a few months ago. And if you're still holding on, fantastic. And you should be holding on, because that is the way to trade even with low volumes. So further downside on the US yen to 138.80. And the other thing, of course, to remember is the correlation is that the yen futures are very, very strong, and the DXY is very, very weak. So that is the correlation that drives the US yen down. Okay, so you could find that you will have a big move to the south in the next few weeks. US Canadian, well, there's no surprise. I love these charts, and I'm sure you do too if you've been using them for a while. They just never cease to amaze me, even though I've been trading for over 30 years. The swing highs and the swing lows are fantastic. And this is exactly what we're seeing again here. So this is a good time to trade under these conditions. Now, we do have non-farm payroll coming up on Friday, which could obviously have an impact, but that gives us a few days to actually lock in some profits before the big news is out, possibly. So we'll have to play that by ear. And of course, this is heading down to 131. The Aussie USD does the opposite to the US Canadian, so please don't trade both. One or the other. If you prefer buying, then the Aussie USD is a better trade for you. So we do expect this to move higher. A lovely swing low. Don't get bored with seeing these, because these are fantastic high value trades coming up to the upside. Where is my target? It is up there, 68.70. It's almost up there, so there will be another chart target. 71.40 is the next target. New Zealand US dollar, again, don't trade the Aussie US dollar and the New Zealand US dollar. It makes no sense whatsoever. You're just putting more risk exposure to your account. Choose one or the other, but this is doing exactly the same as the Aussie USD. None of the yen pairs are parabolic, so they may turn out to be parabolic in the next few days, and I will let you know when it's ready for members. British pound Canadian is parabolic to the downside. We had a lovely swing high here. So the swing high is there. And a sell signal on the Advanced Pro charts. And so the price is moving down. There is a structure here. A wedge formation has been formed. So I prefer to see this broken here first, but nonetheless it is definitely a trading opportunity coming on the pound Canadian. Down to put the target in there. Let's put the target in there. So 164.139. Please take note of the targets, because they are the targets you should be aiming for the next week. Now, of course, it might not hit the target the next week. It may continue to be a target for the following weeks, but nonetheless it's a good one to aim for. Aussie Canadian, don't like this one, is parabolic to the upside, and the target is 93.44, but these minors I don't particularly like. Now, one thing to recognize in terms of the swing highs and swing lows, if you didn't trade here, let me put this a little bit better coaching going on. If you didn't trade here, you don't want to be trading here. This is the high liquidity area. This is where the volumes are going to start increasing, and where you can have a really tight stop and then a massive target. But if you trade here, your stop's going to be up here somewhere, and that's no good to man or beast, because the risk to reward does not exist, and you'll have to put up with a load of pain while it's doing it. Best if you've missed that, fair enough. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Wait for the pullback, because it will pull back, and then get in with a high probability trade with ultra high value. So Canadian Swiss, Euro Swiss, Pound Swiss, Aussie Swiss are doing exactly the same thing. So they're all parabolic to the downside because of the strength of the Swiss franc futures continuing up. And we do expect another retracement in the coming weeks. It did hit our target of 108.30, and it hit our long-term target of 107.04 as well. So we're going to have to work out the new targets down here somewhere. Let's have a look. This is in free flow pretty much. There is a line down here, somewhere around there. So we can put our target at 104.80. Nice round number. I like round numbers. So 104.80 is the target. And but what we are expecting, if you didn't get in on this place here on the pullback, then of course you're going to have to wait again. That is the end of that particular trade. But as an example, let's do a little bit of maths here. So we can do that. So we'd have a 45 pip stop, and it would have gone 180 pips. That would give you 4 times risk to reward. So if you're risking 1%, you can get 4%, 2%, 8%, and so on. So a fantastic opportunity there. Now you have to wait for the pullback. So we're looking for this price to pull back up to here. I prefer it to come up to the 50 EMA, but it doesn't always happen that way. It doesn't come in as quite as deep as that, but then we're waiting for a rollover on all these pairs, all these in red. The Swiss francs are looking very, very good for any short positions next week. The pound New Zealand is parabolic to the downside. As you can see, all the sellers are in. We've got a target of 198.39, so don't be surprised how quickly that might happen. We do have a pullback, so this could be fresh on Tuesday or Monday. And of course, the interesting thing is these pairs do not get influenced by the non-farm payroll. So it might be better to have these trades rather than the US dollar trades. If we head into non-farm payroll and they've not moved at all, these might tend to be the favourites. But I'll keep you posted for members anyway. The euro pound, for those who trade it, I don't like it, but there we are. I don't like the euro pound. This is now parabolic to the upside. So any kind of pullback, you are expecting further upside momentum as long as it holds on to market structure. And it will be going up. We will have a target of 88.11 is a nice target to go for. Well, that's it. So there's lots of trading opportunities coming up next week, traders. So get excited. It's going to be fantastic move. Look for gold to move up, the S&P 500 to move up, UK FTSE 100, Aussie 200. Euro dollar, pound dollar, US Swiss, US yen, US Canadian, Aussie USD, New Zealand USD. Lots of trading opportunities coming up. And if you want the signals, then just click on the links below and I'll start you on the signals starting for 2024. It's going to be an amazing year, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a very happy new year.